Trucking is the unsung hero of the American economy, transporting a staggering 70% of the nation's merchandise. Ironically, the very backbone of America's economy is also one of its most grueling occupations. Drivers are subjected to a punishing regime of extended hours, tight delivery windows, and various obstacles that test the limits of human endurance. Embark with us on a journey through the highs and lows of trucking, from its golden age to its modern struggles, as we explore the possibilities for a better tomorrow for the industry. For a generation of Americans, the trucking life was the ultimate symbol of freedom. The open road, the rumble of the engine, and the thrill of the unknown. This was the golden age of trucking. Over a century ago, a pickup truck made history by hauling a load of goods, 2,789.8 miles, from Los Angeles to New York City. This monumental trip, which took place in 1920, was made possible by the rapid expansion of paved roads across America, connecting the nation like never before. In the wake of this remarkable achievement, the American Truckers Association was formed in 1921. The ATA quickly got to work, championing the rights of truckers and advocating for key legislation like the oversized load law that would let trucks carry up to 12 tons on certain roads. The early 1920s were a transformative period for trucking, marked by groundbreaking innovations. In 1923, J.B. White Motor Company introduced Truck A, the first heavy-duty truck powered by a diesel engine. Meanwhile, General Motors expanded its reach by acquiring Old Dominion Freight Line and launching General Motors Truck Company. International Harvester joined the party in 1924, unveiling a tractor with a semi-tractor attachment that could handle even heavier loads. And to make a big splash, they showcased their first diesel-powered truck at the iconic World's Fair in New York. By 1927, the trucking industry was booming, with over 100,000 trucks rumbling across American roads. These workhorses hauled nearly 40% of the nation's industrial output, cementing trucking's role as a backbone of the U.S. economy. As the U.S. economy surged in the 1950s to 70s, trucking became a ticket to the American dream. Drivers enjoyed union-negotiated wages, benefits, and job security, courtesy of organizations like the Teamsters. The federal government kept the industry in check with stable regulations, ensuring consistent freight rates and reliable schedules. And as truckers' profiles rose, they became cultural icons, celebrated in movies, songs, and novels as free-spirited heroes of the open road. The trucking industry's golden era screeched to a halt with the Motor Carrier Act of 1980, which threw open the doors to deregulation. This pivotal moment sent shockwaves through the trucking industry, triggering far-reaching consequences. Deregulation sparked a brutal price war, with freight rates plummeting and profit margins shrinking. While shippers celebrated the savings, trucking companies and drivers struggled to stay afloat. By 1985, the benefits were clear. Shippers pocketed $7.8 billion in annual savings on common carrier rates, $6 billion on private carrier costs, and $1.6 billion through accelerated service. The trucking industry's transformation also led to a surge in independent contractors. Owner-operators became widespread, bringing a new level of flexibility to the market, but also exposing drivers to the harsh realities of fluctuating rates and skyrocketing costs. In the wake of deregulation, trucking unions crumbled, leaving drivers defenseless against exploitive employers. Collective bargaining power vanished, and with it, fair wages and safe working conditions. The open road, once a symbol of freedom, became a path of uncertainty. Deregulation's devastating domino effect reached its climax with the emergence of an overcrowded market. The floodgates opened, and a multitude of new companies, many operating on shoestring budgets, poured in. The result was a market fragmented beyond recognition, where cutthroat competition and instability reigned supreme. While deregulation sought to inject efficiency into the trucking industry, it ultimately paved the way for a complex web of problems that drivers continue to navigate. Fast forward to the present, and the trucking industry is marked by a perfect storm of challenges that test drivers' resolve. The first major hurdle truckers face is the relentless cycle of life on the road, which often keeps them away from home for far too long. As the backbone of the nation's logistics network, truck drivers play a vital role in delivering critical goods, from life-saving medicines to everyday necessities, to every corner of the country. Oftentimes, that means they have to spend a long time away from home. The typical trucking route can keep drivers on the road for 2 to 3 weeks at a stretch, posing a significant challenge for those with families and young children. To make matters worse, truckers are often forced to work extremely long hours, sacrificing rest and personal time. It's a widespread misconception that truck drivers have it easy because they're seated for long periods. However, the reality of the job reveals a far more complex and demanding situation. With workdays that can last up to 14 hours, truck drivers must remain focused and alert, juggling a complex array of responsibilities, including meeting deadlines, protecting cargo, navigating road hazards, and adapting to unpredictable weather conditions. Securing a decent night's rest is a challenge many truckers face, given the scarcity of hotels, motels, and other establishments that can accommodate their massive rigs. You think long hours on the road would translate to a hefty paycheck, but the harsh truth is that truckers' wages are woefully inadequate, failing to keep pace with the ever-escalating costs of life on the road. Long work hours put truckers at risk of developing debilitating health problems that can have long-term effects. The combination of sedentary habits and poor nutrition takes a staggering toll on truckers' health, contributing to alarming rates of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Furthermore, technological advancements have introduced new complexities, as electronic logging devices, ELDSs, and automation bring additional pressures. Although designed to enhance safety, ELDSs frequently restrict drivers' autonomy, requiring them to adhere to inflexible timelines. Insufficient infrastructure is yet another challenge plaguing the trucking industry. Drivers face frustrating conditions, including poorly maintained roads, scarce parking, and congested highways. The most pressing concern of all is safety. Truckers are more likely to be involved in accidents, thanks to a combination of factors including fatigue, extended driving hours, and the hazards of driving roads alongside careless drivers. Today's trucking challenges have exposed a stark disconnect between the industry's romanticized past and its demanding present, leading many young people to rethink a career in trucking. While the trucking industry's struggles are real, they do not signal an irreversible decline. Transforming the trucking industry begins with improving driver compensation. This encompasses not only higher wages, but also transparent pay practices and comprehensive benefits, such as healthcare and retirement plans, to incentivize and reward drivers. Creating a better work environment for truckers is also critical to industry improvement. This can be achieved through more manageable schedules, upgraded amenities, and heightened focus on drivers' physical and mental health. Trucking firms can establish driver-centric programs, including routine check-ins, to improve retention rates. Research has shown that drivers crave appreciation and recognition. They want to feel heard and valued. So, how can trucking companies deliver? By prioritizing open communication, actively seeking driver feedback, and taking action on their concerns. Another vital approach is to give drivers the autonomy they deserve. When dispatchers lack trust in their drivers, they often resort to micromanaging, which can manifest as frequent check-ins and constant questioning. This approach can leave drivers feeling smothered, annoyed, and distracted from focusing on the road. Since independence and freedom are major draws of the trucking profession, micromanaging can be particularly counterproductive, leading to frustration, dissatisfaction, and decreased job satisfaction. In addition to these efforts, trucking companies can also focus on helping drivers plan efficient routes, offering retention bonuses, recognizing and rewarding their successes, maintaining modern equipment, and promoting a healthy balance between work and personal life. The truth is, the trucking industry's issues are too big for any one company to tackle alone, as the need for infrastructure investments cannot be emphasized enough. Government support for road maintenance and trucking parking facilities would help alleviate key pain points for drivers, enhancing safety and efficiency. What's more, embracing cutting-edge technology can unlock significant opportunities. Autonomous trucks, AI-powered logistics, and other innovations can revolutionize the industry, enhancing driver well-being while ensuring their continued value. Rebuilding public perception is also extremely important in transforming the trucking industry. By sharing the stories of truck drivers and highlighting their value to the economy, we can increase appreciation and respect for the profession, ultimately reestablishing the industry's reputation and earning back public trust. To round out these efforts, police reforms can also help create lasting change for American truckers. Updating regulations to strike a balance between safety and flexibility, while promoting industry-wide standards for fair treatment, can lead to a more just and equitable environment. Thanks for tuning in to this eye-opening look at the trucking industry. If you learned something new, kindly like, subscribe, and share the video.